Hey, what's up everyone? Ryan here, and I'm back with another College Football 25 Kentucky Dynasty Mode Series video. Today, we have a huge Week 10 matchup here in year 2027. Number 1 Kentucky Wildcats at home, facing off against the number 24 ranked team in the nation, the Alabama Crimson Tide. So, you all know this at this point. Alabama is my nemesis in this game, and Georgia, but Alabama last year, we faced them in Alabama, and they crushed us at the beginning of the year. We played them in the college football playoffs, a neutral site game, and crushed them. So today, in Lexington, Kentucky, we need Big Blue Nation to be fired up in order to win today. So I need your all's hype. I need you all to be fired up as well, because this Alabama team, don't let their record fool you. They're 5-3, a 1-3 record in the conference, but they are stacked. 91 overall, 91 offense, 92 defense. We're 93, 92, and 94. This is the best overall team we've faced so far this year. Now, there's been a huge change in the top 25, a couple big upsets we're going to talk about. So going to be going over the top stories, taking a look at the conference standings, then the college football playoff projections as well. Yes, they are out now. And then we'll be diving into the matchup. So just like always, I have timestamps for you all in the video description, and you can also see the game start timestamp right there on screen at the bottom right. But it's time. Big time matchup. Let's start with the top stories today. Georgia is taking on Florida today, but Georgia is 15 now. So yes, there was a big upset, which you're about to see. So Georgia got beat last week. Florida is the number 4 ranked team in the nation. A huge matchup right there. And then Penn State pulls off an upset over Oregon. So Oregon took their first loss of the year, 35-21, and it really changed the top 25 rankings, which we're about to see. And look at the wide receiver for Penn State there, Ronnie. 5 catches, 165 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Big time game for the Penn State wide receiver. And here it is. Texas A&M upset Georgia 27-24. So Georgia falls, which helps us tremendously in the Southeastern Conference standings, right? So I told you all we're going to be rooting for Texas A&M for that matchup, and they got the win. Let's go Texas A&M. We needed that bad. We needed it bad. That's a Texas A&M team that we played in Texas A&M, and we crushed them. That game was in Georgia. So the Aggies pull off an upset against the Bulldogs in Georgia. That is absolutely insane. And this was a matchup we saw in the top stories before the last game. Matchup between number 7 Virginia Tech and number 20 Miami. Virginia Tech lost. So what did I say? Miami has to really win out to make the college football playoffs. There's a start to it. So their wide receiver had 8 catches, 109 yards, and 2 reception touchdowns. That's a huge win for Miami, especially to have a chance to make the college football playoffs, right? Okay, it's time to take a look at the new top 25. There's been a lot of movement. So Kentucky number 1, Pittsburgh number 2, Nebraska 3, Florida 4, Utah 5, Iowa 6, Michigan 7, Oregon 8, 9 Notre Dame, and Clemson number 10. Look at Oregon. They dropped. So they dropped to number 8 with that huge loss to Penn State, and Penn State moves to number 20 after that huge win. Miami moved up from number 20 to number 14. Virginia Tech moved from number 7 to number 12. So huge loss for Virginia Tech. They have 2 losses on the year, but somehow they are still above Miami. That's interesting, right? Miami is 8-1. Virginia Tech is 6-2. Now, I don't know their strength of schedule, but yeah, it's interesting to see Virginia Tech still holding on to that 12th spot. I would expect Miami to be in front of them, and Georgia is number 15 there. You can see them there. They're hanging on after that big loss to Texas A&M. Now, big thanks to Texas A&M, because as we take a look at the Southeastern Conference standings, we have a big Southeastern Conference matchup today that we have to win, but right now we're number 2. Florida number 1, Kentucky number 2. I'm not sure why Florida has the tiebreak over us. We're 8-0 overall. They're 7-1. I'm not sure what the Southeastern Conference tiebreak is, but I feel like we should be number 1. Ole Miss is undefeated in the conference as well, so we got to worry about them. Now, that loss for Georgia was huge. So we were big Texas A&M fans last week, and wow, we're still rooting for them now because they might have saved our chances to actually, or not saved it, they might have just created the chance for us to finally compete in a conference championship game and have a shot to win it. We did compete in the conference championship year 1, right? I don't know if you can call that competing. We played against Alabama. And you all remember what happened. And look at this. Look who's back. The leader right now in the Heisman watch. You got Christopher, the quarterback for Clemson. But Brian Robinson, number 2. He's been dominating. Trayvon Drayton somehow moves back on the list. Interesting enough. So Brian Robinson had 4 tackles for loss last week and a sack. Drayton had 9 carries, 51 yards, and a rushing touchdown, and 1 reception for 13 yards. He didn't have a lot of production. His toughness level has not been good this year. He has a lot of wear and tear. He barely played last game, honestly. Tremaine Stack dominated, though. Austin Novosad, the quarterback for Oregon, is 4. Then Cole Yabo, probably not saying that correctly, the quarterback for Michigan, is number 5. And here's your first look. If the college football playoff started today, the projected Southeastern Conference winner is Florida, getting the number 1 seed. That's painful. Number 2 conference winner, highest ranked, Utah. 3 Iowa, and 4 Miami, all getting a first round bye automatically into the quarterfinals. This Kentucky team is expected to be a 5 seed to play against Liberty. That would be an awesome matchup. And then Oregon versus Michigan, Clemson versus Pittsburgh, and Notre Dame versus Nebraska. But, I mean, that's just projected conference winners, right? No, I disagree with these, as Kentucky's going to win the conference. They look at our history, right? They look at my history, and they're like, there ain't no way that Kentucky Wildcats team is going to win the championship. What they're going to do, they're going to lose the conference championship, but go on to win the national championship. That's what all the predictors say. And here's your quick recruiting update for those that do not watch the recruiting at the end of these episodes. This Kentucky team has locked in 16 total recruits. We have a recruiting class of 18, I think we're trying to get. 9 5-star, 7 4-star. We're dominating right now. Number 1 class. Oregon's number 2, Georgia 3, Michigan 4, and Oklahoma number 5 there. So we've got so much talent here across the board. We've got speed. We've got great offensive linemen coming in. This could be a really good recruiting class. But it is time. Week 10 matchup of year 4 in this dynasty. Number 24 Alabama coming into Lexington, Kentucky to face off against the undefeated number 1 team in the nation, the Kentucky Wildcats. We already saw the teams by the numbers, but we're 91. We're 93 overall. They're 91. They got a really good team. Their roster is stacked across the board. It's going to be a tough game. Interesting enough, the impact player is not our starting running back. The game realizes that our starting running back can only play 9 snaps a game. So Tremaine Stack had a big-time game last week. He was our impact player last week. And we need him to have a big game again. Because I don't know if Trayvon Drayton will be able to play more than 10 snaps, right? The main impact player, though, you all know, the 2 of them on defense. We have a lot of them. I'd say the number 1 is Brian Robinson. Number 2 is Godfrey. Godfrey had another interception last game. He's been dominating this year. He's our superstar, and he's our leader. Let's do this, everybody. It's time. We have to realize their record means nothing. They've had a tough schedule. Their overall is good. Their roster is stacked. This is going to be our toughest game of the season. I truly believe it. So for this game, we're going to be wearing the all black, I believe, today. I think we go all black. Yep. That's the one today. We're going all black. Let's see what Alabama is wearing by default. So they're wearing the all white. That's actually perfect. Okay, let's make sure the playbook is set, and playbook is set. Let's play some football, everybody. Southeastern Conference Clash. Get your 1-times ready. Let's do this.
Welcome to Lexington, where the sun shines bright literally and figuratively on their old Kentucky home, and the Big Blue Nation ready to get behind these Wildcats in this one. We have a late season top 25 showdown that could be crucial to the postseason picture, as we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Kentucky Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up.
We are UK. We get the ball. Come on.
Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway.
I'm going to focus up today. I'm watching the clock. No time management errors today. Look at Trayvon Drayton.
Led out there by a man who will carry the ball plenty in this one, guys.
Well, it's real simple. He's the best player on their team. They have got to force feed this guy the football, David.
He's the best player on our team when he's healthy.
Goes through him. Excited to see how they've built this offense and how many different ways they can get him touches.
That'll do.
They've got him down at the
Yeah, that'll play just fine, right?
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him.
That's wide open, too.
To deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
I'm going to do a halfback blast power roll left. They've got superstars everywhere. Look at all the impact players.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead
Rodriguez,
of them,
you got to do better.
They are, and David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy
I don't like
with
it.
what they've done so
I don't
far,
like it one bit.
They're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league.
I don't like it.
It's not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow.
I hate to use a timeout already, but I have to. I hate the play call. I don't like the formation.
Offense calls
I don't like it.
Timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down.
Much better look.
They'll try to run for it.
What a cut. Great blocking. Good use of the timeout, right? If you're not feeling confident in the play,
and I think on that last
choose another play.
Third down here early in the game,
now I need to limit our running backs time, like his carries. So I'm gonna do some more plays in single formation throughout because I don't want him to get hurt.
Trying to find his man on first down.
That was probably the best coverage I've ever seen.
And he's left with no option but to throw it
That
away.
was just unreal. Watch this. I hope it shows the replay at the top left.
You find out who you are. You find out whether
You're not going to show it? Okay, I'm glad you didn't. I mean, if you, here we go. You see a little, nobody was
games to date for both of these programs.
That was some of the best coverage I've ever seen in this game.
On this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game
75 missed the block. Sorry, I also did not do a good job there.
25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
I'm going to do quads here, and I'm looking at the slot pivot. I believe this is going to be Guerrero, yeah. So we're looking at Honeycutt first, and then I'm looking at Guerrero.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here.
That's perfection. Get the freshman involved, right?
He gets the job.
Generational talent right there.
Move the chains. It's at the
Okay, so
37.
now let's run it.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success.
Trayvon! Oh, we almost had it. That's all the offensive line. I mean, give them credit. That was phenomenal.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm.
That is the best blocking we had. Like, looking at last week, our blocking struggled. Well, not really, but they didn't do that.
He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
The Wildcats have
Why is the middle linebacker out there?
First and goal. On the ground.
What a juke from Tremaine Stack.
Ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
I am going to do a halfback blast right up the middle. I trust our line.
Those are the best run defenses too, right?
And that's why. I mean, just walking in, Drayton. Get that Heisman. #1 rusher in college football right there, everybody.
To open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
I love this series so much. Thank you all for all the support on it. It means so much. If you're getting some enjoyment, be sure to drop a like. It really helps these series, and it keeps them going. Subscribe for more. I know I probably already said that at the beginning, but it means a lot. You all just being here means a lot, you legends. What a dynasty this has been. I mean, it's been a fight. Last year was tough. This year's been tough too, so we're winning though. That's what matters.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running.
That is the hardest hit we've seen.
As he stopped at the 18.
He rocked his roll.
Offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. One way to mitigate
Watch
the
this.
explosive capabilities he has on the outside.
Looked like he ran into a brick wall. Watch this hit.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make
Could you
plays.
imagine?
Such a great job
I'd be
of
out for the
getting
year.
guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays. So him versus a
I did terrible coverage there. It's a good thing that they didn't have the greatest play call there, but that was on me if it works.
Make life miserable for these guys.
That's a great play
Got his
call.
man quickly. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The transition of Alabama
I'm gonna man up with them. Something Alabama never sees against us is man.
To
playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this
Forgot
new
to
age
say
era.
this earlier. Their
Really
offensive
nice run
line
there.
is
Listen,
stacked, as you would
modern-day college
expect.
football, I know it's all about
They're
spread
better than
offense,
last
throwing
year.
the football
And you all
building up
remember
tempo
last
and
year.
scoring quickly, but man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama. Doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Well,
You can work your way
Man
down
blitz,
the field
maybe?
with
I'm
these
just trying to
wide
mix it up,
receiver
see
screens,
what-
but also look for the opportunity
see what's
to turn
working
them into
today.
chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake
Come
it maybe a little
on.
bit later on. So these plays, they're not
Gadsden
huge
getting
plays
the
all
job
time.
done.
They can set up big plays
put the
down
blitz
road
on 'em.
for your offense.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop
Listen
back
to Big
and throw it
Blue
every
Nation.
single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
He caught it.
I told him to play over top, but
Touchdown,
that's just a good play call, right?
Man,
That's a
there are
good
times
play
the
call,
quarterback and
and you
receiver
all
just
saw
have
what I was
unspoken
waiting for. I
language.
was
He's
waiting
lined
for him
up
to
to
throw
the
it
left
across the
side.
middle
He's
for a
looking
pick.
down. There's
I was
nobody in the
ready
middle of the
for it.
field.
Good
Quarterback
decision,
kinda just
though.
winks at him and
They've
says,
got a great
"I'm throwing
quarterback.
to
They've
this
got a great
post. You
team.
go
I mean,
get it
it's
and go
simple as
score a
that.
touchdown." Man, that is exactly what happened.
A lot of the problem with their season, they just have lost close games. They've had a tough schedule. They've had tough Southeastern Conference games, and they haven't won. I mean, that's what happens in the Southeastern Conference. Like, you could just as easily go 8-0 and 1-8.
Down the boulevard. So that scoring
It's true,
drive
though.
took only 6 plays. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown.
That was just
strike.
tough. You know, I tried everything there on that drive, and I'm going to take this out.
Oh, he's going to take a chance. Not nearly
Roblino
as much
had a
as
great
he'd
game
hoped when he
last
brought it out of
game.
the
I
end
wanted
zone.
to
He
test
only
it.
stopped
All
at
right,
the
here we go.
15.
Let's do a play action.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. You
I'm looking
wanna
at Honeycutt.
talk about a drive where you impose your will. That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David. And
Nope,
he will
nobody.
be sacked at the 6-yard
They were
line.
the linebacker was
Really
lurking
nice
and
play.
wanting
When
me
you
to
talk
throw
about
that
Alabama and their
for an
dominance
interception
on
for a
defense,
touchdown.
especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line. Guys
Stick
that
to
can
what works,
be
right?
versatile and line up
Power
in
O.
different positions, but create havoc
Power
in the
O,
backfield.
come on,
And that's what
Drayton.
This guy has been able to do.
Where's that
throughout
speed?
his career.
They bring him down, but
He looked slow there, did he not? I don't know. He doesn't have wear and tear. It doesn't show, but he looks slow there.
Toss play, right?
Okay, let's
QB
look at
catches the ball,
verticals.
tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's
Looking
gotta
at
be thrown out in
Dugans
front of
or
him so he can
Guerrero?
continue to run, and then the offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge
Dugans.
so we can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
Steven.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down.
Steven.
Instead of third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw.
That's wide
and that's how
open.
you force
He's
these
got to
completions
make
and
that
force
throw.
fourth down.
Sophomore now, as a
Kentucky
freshman, I
sends
would have
out
cut
the
him some
punting
slack. As a sophomore, a year of off training, spending time with Jerry, the quarterback coach, there's just no excuse for that. That's That's unacceptable.
Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. The Tide offense rolls onto the field.
He's a very accurate quarterback, though. He really is. It's just, it's tough,
They gotta stop.
Obviously, but we expect those plays to be made.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand.
Ooh, the safety saved me. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has
saved
to
me.
sell the fake. He can't
Wake
tell
up, Ryan,
his
right?
offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling
here we
the
go.
fake. He had no shot.
That's not a bad first quarter, though. Really not.
We are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats.
Look at the total opposites. They have 0 rushing yards. We have 9 passing. We have 66 rushing. They have over 70 passing.
Got a good one going here and looking
The
forward to keep
complete
those drives
opposites.
rolling here in
I
the
love
second.
it. Here we go.
Second down now. Is
Gotta tell them to play over top every time. This Alabama team is way too fast.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Firing to the right, complete. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving
That's a
up
big time
some
play. The question is, what do I
So
do
an
now?
example of
There's
the tight
more
end doing a little
openings
unheralded work
at
to
the
set
first
up a
down
much better
position.
third
I'm
down
going cover
situation.
4, and I'm telling them to play the 6. If it doesn't work, it doesn't
I
work.
understand. Let's get this
Let's get a
football
pick.
out. Let's get some positive yards and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
It's a good thing he did not throw that over the middle like he wanted to. That's the same play that we called for that, tried to get that first down to Dugans. It's the same exact play. I recognize that, and I was already ready to cover it. But that's the same play we just called on offense to that Stephen Bullock missed the throw on. It's the same play. Maybe a little bit different with the running back out of the backfield, but same concept. A post, a vertical on the outside. Let's run it. That's a huge time stand for our defense. This is not an easy offense to play against.
They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Does Drayton not look slower? I mean, he has 8 rushes, 83 yards, but something is going on behind the scenes with his speed.
So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but it just seems like he's not back to himself. Wait, if this is what they're doing, Patterson's wide open.
Looking to move it through the air.
Nope, that's even better.
Makes the grab on
The
left.
fastest player on our team!
45.
Well, Sands and Honeycutt. I guess Honeycutt's the fastest, but
And he has the first down.
I want to say that Sands might be faster with acceleration and everything.
He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last
Hear that?
play. It's not necessarily
We're the
throwing
fastest
ball
player in
over their
America.
head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling.
They read that one.
Not easy to
I'm
do.
actually surprised. They actually read that instead of reading our typical going strong side. I'm looking at this swing route, this little wheel route, I guess.
Gets the running back before
Patterson.
he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
On second down, wants to throw.
Guerrero,
Catch
good
in the
route.
middle. It's Guerrero. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
I think we've got to run this
And
with
quarterback,
Drayton, right?
receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone,
Yep.
understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
I ran right into
They
that.
thought they could just
I
run it
ran
on
right
third and
into it.
short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They're not into threes. They want sixes. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On fourth down, they'll
Perfect.
try to throw it. He's got a first down.
That's
and maybe
actually what I was going for. That's why I do that out route to get a blocker on the outside. That was amazing.
Defense not exactly the perfect.
That's a gutsy call.
There. On this first and goal, let's see what Kentucky
It
does.
worked, but that could have been a nightmare.
They'll try to power
And then
it.
Trayvon Drayton does it again. Come on.
Touchdown, Wildcats!
Our offensive line is
Another rushing
amazing. I
touchdown.
mean,
That's now
they're
2
just
on
so
the
good.
game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more
Just
physical
smacked
team.
my hand. I don't know if the mic picked it up. I was moving my hand back down and just smacked the hand right on the desk. No, I'm not mad. I'm excited. Okay. Get a touch. Let's get an extra point here and then get a defensive touchdown.
Set for the point after.
We've got to stop Alabama right now. I think the trick with them is to run a cover 3 match and play over top.
What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys.
At least that's what worked last time.
Happening in college football this weekend. Stanford is currently trailing.
And cover 4 on 4th down, but we'll see.
If that quarterback can find a little magic a
Good
la
hit.
Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet.
Okay.
They're trailing by 13 to Kent State. We've got our eye on this
So,
one
cover
and
3.
everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that.
Come on,
one,
Brian
Kevin. Let us
Robinson,
know when
get
it goes
through.
final. Hold it.
I thought it was a run.
Really confident throw and catch there.
Good
And
read
pick up,
by the
and they
quarterback,
have a
right?
first down.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
Going up top on first down. Pressure coming. Takes the easy
Let's
throw in the
go.
flat.
I feel like I
And this
cut out
one
the
will be
quarterback's
stopped
primary
for
route
no
there,
gain.
that tight end. I was
There's no
lurking
getting around the
underneath,
fact that they
hoping
have
he was going to
really
throw it.
scuffled in the first half of SEC play, but now the task is to try to turn it around.
Well, and a lot of times
Godfrey's not in the game. We got Livings in there.
How you wanted to start, but how can we win this week and take advantage of every opportunity we
I hit
get, Jesse?
wide.
So it hasn't been
I
ideal,
turned
but there's still
into
some
him
talent,
at the
and you
perfect
can still
time,
salvage some wins on the
and
schedule.
I hit
Yeah, it's
wide,
all
but I guess it
about
wasn't
finishing
soon enough
the
to
season
jump in
strong,
front and
right?
pick
I
it.
think this team believes that in this
You're
last
kidding.
week, they were able to sort of
Gotta go
reset
cover
their
3.
focus
It was
on doing
right
exactly
there.
that. They
At least we
believe
knocked
they
it
have
down,
the
but
horses in the locker room to win games like this. This could be the momentum shift they need.
He lets one fly deep.
What a
He's got
catch.
it all right.
That's good
And
coverage,
how
too.
about
That's good
that?
coverage
What
all the way
doctor
across the board.
always ordered an explosive play to the 40.
Now let's switch them up to man
Reese, you
here.
and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their
they
head's
doing
spinning
turbo?
just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play,
think they are.
and it's right back at them. The give to the tailback.
That's what I get for trying to strip it. Why do I? It's a bad habit I get outside this series. When I play this game, I just always go for the strip button, and it's not a good thing to do. Because you can see why.
Wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that took
Good
the
job,
rock
Soles.
and do it
Let's
with
go.
nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody
gotta
that's
make a
gonna be
play, right? Just
physical
gotta make a
challenge to
play.
try to get on the ground.
They're about to run a
This
dirty
Alabama
half
team
dozen
is too
plays
good.
on
We
this
got to get a
drive.
turnover.
Looking downfield, it's Mack. Swings it out to his running back.
What am I doing? I did it again.
He's able to bounce off one tackle for
It's a bad
solid
habit I've
pickup.
developed in
Running backs
this
just
game.
have to be a weapon in the
It's
passing
something you
game,
didn't see a
even
lot
for
of this
little
series,
dump-offs
right?
and
But
check
something that I
Find your
picked
matchups.
up
I mean,
recently.
You think
And,
about running back versus a linebacker.
all right.
We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football
No.
to your running back. in
No,
space
that's
where
a
you
match
tackle
zone.
and make things happen.
That's
because
that's
they're
on
so
me.
dynamic.
I read it cut in. He cut out. It was too late at that point.
First and goal.
That was a great
Well,
route,
we know
though.
this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone.
And it's caught.
I had the defenders playing inside. I did not run commit
Yeah,
there.
the
It was just a
passing
great
game
route.
comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An
Hey, at
extra
least we
point
got a
away from
defensive
tying this
stop
football
last
game.
drive,
You
and we went
trailed a
down and
little bit
scored,
the first
so-
half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And I know everybody's
And he
yelling at the
puts through
screen.
extra point.
1 minute and 18 seconds left in the second half. I hear you. Trust me, I hear you all loud and clear. And this is not live, right? This is a video. Well, it's live when I'm playing it, right? But I know you all can't comment, right, as I'm playing this, but I hear your all's comments. That's how I know. I know you all will. Watch the clock. There are a minute 16 seconds left. Act like it, right? Thank you all for that.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows.
Wide open.
What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
That's perfection.
Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39.
I'm looking at Dan Honeycutt here, actually.
He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout.
We got him for his route running and his speed, right? That's what he does right there. Wow.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't.
What was I thinking there? I wish I knew. I saw something in the defense. I'm not sure what that was, but
that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
41 seconds left.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10.
He'll
take a shot. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
And that is a huge miss.
I know this is impulsive. It's a teaching moment. That is a simple throw. That is the simplest throw of Steven's career. Simplest. And I see it right there, right? And I throw it as soon as I see it. I was waiting to see if that cornerback was starting to switch right as I was about to, when they thought I was going to throw. That's on the run. It's a quarterback who's made for that. It just overthrew him. Look how much zone he had. And I tried to lead him in front. I tried to lead him behind and in front. He throws it back into the right.
For the quarterback, you've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball
exactly
got away.
what the commentator said.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Sanders.
Ajayi comes in. Completion first pass. Come on.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He
got enough space. And he sprints to
Come
the end
on.
zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Get in there. We know our backup is still really good, right? And he proved it. Ajayi coming in, getting a touchdown. Sorry, Steven.
Take the lead going into the half. Take all the
Kenneth Ajayi.
execution of the drive by that offense.
That was the 4-star gem, I believe we recruited, right? Yeah. He's been developing. I think we got him year 1, if I'm correct on that. I think so.
The last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Fielded in the end zone.
And he was redshirted.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing.
And you all realize that we were almost out of time there, and I was watching the clock. I was definitely watching the clock. Don't you? I promise. It didn't seem like I was watching it, but
seconds remaining here as they try to put something up.
I was watching it. That play, I was not watching it very good. I should have called a timeout. What I was trying to do there, I was confident in scoring a touchdown, and it looked like, I don't know, that was still a terrible time management. I should have called multiple timeouts and had more time. But hey, we scored, and that's what matters. See you in the second half.
We've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Old Commonwealth Stadium and Kroger Field.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin.
Do we have a quarterback dilemma? Do we have a quarterback controversy story starting? Because Ajayi came in and kind of dominated. I know it was for a couple plays, And let's actually see what we got here. Awareness is higher. Change of direction is... I'd want to see throwing, right? That's what I'm worried about. Okay, throw power is way less. Accuracy is really good at medium, not deep though. So Stephen Bullock is better. A throw on the run for Ajayi is better. Throw under pressure is better for Steven. So we just wanted to teach a lesson, right? You got to teach. You got to teach quarterbacks a lesson, right? You always have to teach lessons. Your coach, they make a miss wide open throws. He had a little rough start and taught him a lesson. Ajayi, the backup, came in, scored, and he's like, he better step it up, right? He knows there's a little controversy starting. Junior quarterback behind him, so just, you know, sometimes you have to make a point, right? As a coach, sometimes you have to teach a lesson. I understand some people would disagree with that because you're changing the flow of the game, but it's about developing players, right? Teaching lessons all the time. It's about developing players. It's not about necessarily always winning, right? We're trying to develop Steven into being the best quarterback here for the Kentucky Wildcats, right?
Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude.
I mean, they haven't even tried to run the football. They've had success, like on some of the run plays they've had. They just haven't ran it.
More of that in the second half.
They love this formation.
This defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball.
That's a good play there by Dooley, getting up there and making a hit.
First 30 minutes.
I'm going to man up with them.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down.
The audible. I got to watch for the strain.
Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield.
He had two receivers wide open there in man coverage.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes.
We have to start blitzing him a little bit. We're calling a good defensive game, right?
You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground.
Play over top always for our safeties. They'll beat us every time. They're too fast.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Alabama.
Hopefully you all missed that one. You were looking away, right? Welcome back to Game Review, everybody. Good to have you here. Glad you stepped away for that play.
He wants to throw. Under heavy
That's a
pressure,
pick.
lets it fly.
All day, every day.
And that one is picked up in the end zone.
Let's
Very
go!
nice focus by
Isn't
the
that the
sophomore.
freshman,
He jumped
Rhodes?
on his chance to make
Isn't
a play.
that the freshman?
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of
What
times
was
these
he
guys
doing?
Swat it down, or you see him trying to catch it. It looks like they have two left hands.
Well, to be fair, that looked like a throw I would make, right?
Nice job securing the INT.
He was taking a shot. Oh, I see now. Watch. So watch this. So it's still not open. I don't know. I guess he's trying to pick on a freshman defensive back. Nobody's open though. I mean, both of the I would have picked off the tight end, and that's what I was trying to bait him into doing. He thinks he has time here. His blind spot. Watch. Matthew Horn just pushes number 75 off and then drills him right as he's throwing. Like, drills him as soon as he's throwing. There's nothing he can do there. I think he was throwing that away. I truly think he's throwing that away out of the back of the end zone. He's throwing that very deep back, but the problem is he takes a shot right as he delivers the ball. Oh my, watch it just wobble up there. That's all Matthew Horn making a late play on the quarterback and leading to that pick. So that's Matthew Horn's forced interception, right? A new stat I'm adding here for Kentucky. A forced interception. Yeah, a sophomore. Okay, Rhodes is a sophomore. He's really good. Let's run it. That is massive. They were moving the ball well, too. That's what we do, though. We're a forcing turnover team. We force turnovers. Chris, what are you doing?
Play calling too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy
play action. What is Chris Stacy doing?
He knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something.
Okay, Steven's back. That's the accuracy we recruited him for, right there.
And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down.
That's what we do, Chris.
At the 45, on his way.
That is why we have an athlete offensive lineman playing the center position or the fullback position. Watch 87. Chris Stacy has been struggling recently, but watch him. Boom! And then another pancake block. 2 pancake blocks. I should have slowed down right there. Let 81 get out in front. Rodriguez should have slowed down. I didn't know if there's somebody else close to me, but whatever. I tried. At least I juked the right way there, right? At least I didn't spin out of bounds. Not that I would ever do that. I'm going to take a screenshot here, and we're going to win this game. Okay, got some good screenshots. Now it's time to finish this game. We got 5 minutes, 33 seconds left in the third. Let's play football, everybody. 21-14 lead. Let's score a touchdown. I'm going to do a play action.
115 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down.
Hit the right button that time.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this.
Last week, we don't talk about it.
You got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just
I think Honeycutt will be open.
How dangerous he is after the catch.
Wants to throw on second down. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more
I
DBs
misread
on the
number
field.
12,
It's more speed.
clearly.
It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb
misread
effort
him.
by that guy.
I just misread him. So I looked at the first read, the primary route first. I stopped looking at him right there when I saw number 4. Look, number 4 looks like he's going to guard him, 19. So then I check off of him right as he gets wide open. And then I see Dan Honeycutt. The pass was too late. I've got to throw it as he cuts. And then Stephen Bullock threw that ball. You've got... I don't know. I don't know. I feel like if he puts that ball on the outside, I threw that a little bit late, but no, I really didn't. Look, he's cutting right now. I could have thrown it before he cut, but I threw it pretty early. Like, look, he's just basically at the middle of his cut when I throw it. The problem was Stephen Bullock, in my opinion, put that ball too far to the inside. I don't know. I don't think it was a bad decision. It was open. Like, look, he's open right there. The problem was the ball was thrown to the left, leading him too much when it needed to be thrown basically right at him. I understand that's the route, but, I mean, their linebacker just, that looked like Godfrey out there. It really did look like Godfrey out there lurking, and baiting you into throwing it. That was perfection. Can't really be too upset about that. It's a really good play by the defender, right? I mean, I can't say enough how it's a good play, but I'm going to take a screenshot here, and we've got to win this. So I always try to get the right screenshot here for the YouTube thumbnail, but one thing I have to watch out for is accidentally showing the scoreboard, right? Because you can see at the top, like it shows the scoreboard everywhere. Like you see it everywhere. And I try so hard to not get it in the YouTube thumbnail because that's a massive spoiler, right? Okay, here we go. That's so frustrating. I mean, it's a good play by the linebacker, but
yeah, a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions.
Good tackle. Now, their tight end was a post and stop, and he stopped right there. He was open.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it.
Come on, Godfrey. You know what to do.
Scanning the field, it's Mack. Just a little off.
Some of you are like, Ryan, was that pass interference? No. Nope. Offensive.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wide.
That's a great read. You all saw me anticipate it. I was hoping for the throw over the middle. It wasn't open. He read it. Hit the curl. That was a good throw.
And of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense
Let's man up
with a first down. They'll give it to him again.
Okay, that was incredible blocking. I mean, I did everything I could to get off the block, but he just kept drilling me.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to the
This is looking like the offensive line of Alabama we faced in the early season last year, the one that crushed us. I know we crushed them later on. That was neutral site. When we played them in Alabama, that offensive line was nuts.
On first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action.
Like nuts.
Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Got his man on the right.
They're just putting on a clinic right now.
Able to drag him down, but not before.
Okay, let's go back to match. Show cover 2. We've got to make a play.
On 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Hamilton.
Did you see me sitting between them both? Because I was just hoping the quarterback was going to throw it to one of them, and I would have jumped in front.
So many smart tight ends nowadays.
Smart decision, though.
They know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback.
They've scouted Grant Godfrey. They haven't even thrown at us, have they?
It's tough to sit back in zone against such
good play.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down.
Dylan Rowe, the sophomore. A lot of young players getting the job done today in the secondary.
Trying to come up with a stop on second.
This is when we need Godfrey.
Looking downfield. It's Mack.
I was ready to pick that.
Toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Godfrey back.
So loud, it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it.
Yeah.
And he will score. Touchdown, Alabama. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been
Every scoring play is
in a shorter
reviewed.
period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown.
I don't think that's a touchdown. Isn't it reviewed? Am I wrong on that? I got to challenge it? Okay. I guess I got to challenge it. There's no way. I don't like to watch the replay before I challenge. I'm just going to throw the challenge flag.
Here as this coach is challenging the
No, we
call.
lose the
He wants to
timeout,
give the
but there's
replay
no way
booth
that's a
the chance to
touchdown.
have another look.
There's no shot that was a touchdown. He did not catch it. The ball was in his backhand. That's not a touchdown.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way. And he.
That could be a decisive timeout. I don't like to watch a replay before because, on the sideline, you wouldn't be able to do it. You'd be talking to the booth, but I consider me the booth, right?
Out. PAT unit on the field.
Wasn't even close.
Let's
just say it like it is.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
That timeout could really hurt us.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line.
It's all right. All right. Let's go to what works. We'll power O. We're going to run away from the strong side here.
Offense takes the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the
blitz on the edge worked. That was a good play call. They know when we run that play, somehow they read that one.
Yeah, and I don't think
they don't read the sweep, but they read the weak.
I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
We've reached
Fourth
the
quarter.
end of the third quarter, and
8
we
minutes
have
left in the
a
game, everybody.
potential
21-21.
classic on our hands, all tied up
Dan
as we
Honeycutt's
take
going
peek
for a
at the
touchdown
stats.
here.
Dialing up a second
Yeah,
down
right.
pass play.
I don't care if you
He's
got
gonna throw
90
deep
speed
right
out
side.
there.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Perfect throw. He had to dive for it. I mean, that is not a
You make
perfect
up the
throw
game
if you had to
plan and
dive
not a
for
lot on
it.
the play sheet for this. Third and long
Was it a
from inside
perfect
their own
throw?
20. From the gun, wants to pass.
He can say whatever he wants. It's not.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up.
That pass was to Sanders. That pass was to number 2. Danny Honeycutt tried to catch it. You know, I've seen enough right now. I don't think this is overstepping right now. I think we've got to make a quarterback change right now. I really
This is a
do.
point where you
Like,
just gotta be able to
he's
focus.
not
And the
playing good
critical
football.
down and distances
He's
in
had
this
some
game,
good
like
throws,
that
but he's had a
third
lot
down
of
right
misses
there. When
today,
it's a
and
good
that's
throw,
a
you gotta
massive
make the
miss when
catch.
Sanders
You've
is
got to be
wide
able to
open.
make that play.
Like, I just don't understand what happened to him.
Fourth down and the punt
He's
team
nervous,
sends it
clearly.
the other way.
I mean, he's scared of Alabama because last year he took like 9 sacks. That was in Alabama.
Here comes that Alabama offense.
Okay,
How big is this drive?
Breathe.
Scored a touchdown the last time they had it.
Let's win the
Defense
game.
gets a
Come
stop,
on, you
and
two.
now it's up to them in a
we know
tie
it's a
game.
fight.
All right,
Every
so if you're
time
the
we play
offensive
them, it's a
coordinator
fight.
here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups
Pick it off,
and
Godfrey.
best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to
Good
see
tackle.
this defense, too. Like, the momentum
All
is
right.
clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make
Brian
a big
Robinson,
play?
I'm gonna play
Be
the line
more
for a second,
aggressive
'cause
here,
I
trying
need
to get the
pressure.
football back to your offense.
The back goes in motion. He's got him in the flat. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough
Rhodes
to
just
move
got
the
ran
chains.
over right there. Ooh.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to
I
running
think
backs,
I'm
you
gonna.
gotta
I
make
know
it
I'm
easy.
good as
So you wanna
Godfrey,
put it
but I
right on
feel
their
like I
body,
need to get
make the
pressure.
catch simple, and let them go to
Robinson
work
has
like
got
they
no
did just there,
pressure
getting
today.
that first.
I
Grab
broke
behind the
through.
line. It's Coleman.
I tell you, Alabama
And they
has
picked
put
up
on a
9 on
master
first
class of
down. It'll
offense
bring up
today.
second and short.
Quick decision making. They
I
did
love
have that
offenses
interception
and
earlier, but he
quarterbacks
took a
that are
shot.
willing to
They're
take
playing
the
great.
easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots.
Now I'm gonna
down
be
the field,
Godfrey.
too.
No, I'm
But
gonna be
don't forget,
Robinson.
It's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long
Of course,
situations.
of course.
The Tide will get the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running
That's on
back
me.
there doing what it takes to make
Obviously.
sure you got that first down.
Who else would
Now
it
it's
be
the
on?
edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. To the ground. He's got it again.
Trip it.
Shakes off the defender. He's all the way down
Okay.
to the 3.
Don't
An
panic.
electric
No need to
run
panic,
has him
everybody.
set
Everything's
up.
fine.
Every offense
Everything's
wants to be
fine.
able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
A first down run on the doorstep.
That's Brian Robinson.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line.
Come on.
Right on the doorstep of Pater. Now it's 2nd and goal.
I'm not run committing or anything.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. They'll try to run it in.
Yes!
He works
Brian
his way
Robinson
in.
does it
Goes
again!
all the way down
Give
to
him the
1-yard
Heisman.
line.
I think
Just
would be
hand
great
it
if
to
this
'em.
offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in
That's
the
such a
fourth.
good play call, is it not? I mean,
If
we
this
have to
dude
give
were
him
a
credit.
kitchen knife, you would be
I hate to give him
slicing
credit.
tomatoes so thin your
That
in-laws
was
would never
a
come back to
such a
your
good
house.
drive.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely
All right,
no
hey.
answers for him.
And let's
We got
check
this.
in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ohio State is getting handled right now at home.
Ohio State getting crushed by Nebraska. Nebraska is number 3 now.
By 14 to Nebraska. For now,
Chris Stacy.
But of course, if anything changes,
Come on, Chris.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Great blocking. Chris Stacy just ran someone over.
The entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44.
I see the clock, everybody. Don't you worry. I see it.
Closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I like this guy.
Will I go for 2 to win the game?
Between the tackles, and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
I don't know.
The toss to the outside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Let's try to score first before we talk about the future.
Look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got his man down.
I tell you, Ajayi is on the money every single time.
And pick up a first down.
Who is this kid?
Look, that wasn't a touchdown.
Why is he on the
That
bench?
was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting
Chris
on third
Stacy is
down.
just
Awesome
mowing
job by
people
the
over right now.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make
I'm
a play.
nervous as can
After
be.
the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Sanders. And he laid the
It's 2-down territory. Trust our superstar, right? Our superstar is Drayton and our offensive line. Trust him. Trust him, that's why. 1:25 left. I see the clock.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
That's when you know I'm bad at clock management, when I have to point it out to you all so many times.
Second half, it's 1st and 10. Gets rid of it.
I mean, who is this quarterback? Come on! Ajayi! To Dan Honeycutt! Are you kidding me?
The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
On U of K. Do you want to win or do you want to lose?
Could push the envelope.
Bench Stephen Bullock
Try to take the lead.
for that reason right there. Accuracy. Wow. I don't know where Ajayi has been, but he looks like he's an absolute superstar right now.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
It's important to keep in mind, Stephen Bullock has been battling wear and tear issues this year. That could be part of it.
76 yards on the drive for the touchdown.
What a play. Ajayi takes a shot, too. Delivers that ball up on the run
On the move from inside
and delivers
his
it
5.
in stride for Dan Honeycutt to grab it and make a touchdown. Dan Honeycutt is true generational talent. I mean,
The Tide
okay.
offense rolls
Let's
onto
play
the
football.
field. A pretty
Play
good
over top
bit of
every
ground
time.
to cover here, Jesse, but
No,
they've
field
got
goal.
some
Wait,
time
field
to
goal
work
wins. We
with.
do still got to play over
Tempo's
top.
gonna be
Oh,
important.
no.
You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, try to maximize this time, and get in a position to win.
We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up.
Can somebody explain something to me? Let's watch it before we explain it. So, I was trying to bait the quarterback into throwing, right? So this is what this sidestep was right there. So I cut and then take up the field, hoping the quarterback throws it, right? So keep in mind, that's what I wanted. So I am here in position to play this ball. You have to be kidding me. How many times have you seen me pick that ball off as Godfrey in the same position? I played that exactly like I wanted to. And you can see me hit Y. Look. This is a 99 jumping outside linebacker too. Godfrey never misses this. Never. I read that. Watch me bait him into it. This was an incredible play. The quarterback thought he had a little bit of space. I was trying to make him fake that. How painful is that? I played that good. I don't know what else I can do. I felt like I hit Y at the same time I always do. Maybe it was too late. It didn't look like it. I don't know. I feel like I should have picked that. I'd be interested to hear your all's thoughts on that. I feel like Godfrey's picked that every single time. Or at least touched it.
I think they'll be aggressive here and try to win.
We can't let them get a field goal. We know Alabama's, they kick 60-yarders.
He'll come out throwing on first down.
What just, that's illegal touching, but what in the world just happened?
That's going to go.
He was out of bounds and then touched it, so that's illegal touching. We want them on the 28th instead of the 34, 2nd and 17.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand.
We can't give them enough space deep. I don't know. We're just telling them to play over top. Let's play our game. Come on. Let's make a play.
Looking for a man. It's Mack.
Screen. That's a great play call.
Try to pop one on the screen.
That's a fantastic play call.
Defenders get an assist on that tackle. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
3rd and 4. Big question is, don't we stick to what works, right? We stick to what works.
And you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down.
Come on, baby! The 5-star bust! Our first 5-star! We picked up Storm Livings. 5-star bust from year 1. In the biggest moment.
You need a stop. What an unbelievable job forcing the interception.
I got it back after missing the one earlier.
Go out and win this ball game.
Read the route perfect. He did this route I was expecting, and I knew exactly what he was thinking. We run that play too, and just read that and just tried to just jump on it. One of the best plays I think I've made from the defensive position. That is a game change. That's a game-winning play right there. Let's watch Storm Livings here. There we go. So right here, read it to perfection and cut. You see how that was just insane. That might be the best coverage I have ever had. Quarterbacks show us no respect as an outside linebacker. That is our backup outside linebacker, so that's fair. But just an incredible read. Okay, well, we're on the 39-yard line. We got 34 seconds left. The question is, what do we do? Do we run it? Well, we should probably pick a play for one.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. So here it is, plenty of time to go and an opportunity to move the ball down the field and win it, David.
Come out.
And you rep this every single week. The 2-minute drill, you got to be precise. You know exactly what your favorite plays are, Palmer. Go down the field.
Just don't throw a pick. I am so scared right now.
Right? Especially at the quarterback position. You're understanding the timeout situation, working the boundary in the sideline. What's the clock showing me? It all comes down to this.
Gets it out quickly. Tackled, but he has a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll throw it on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense.
Keep in mind, I'm the worst field goal kicker.
They're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard
But
to
if we throw a pick, it's over.
And I'll tell you what,
you know, what gives us the best chance to score a touchdown? Trayvon Drayton.
Running the football in the future.
Let the time run out, and yep.
They'll toss it to the left. And he has a
let the time run down. Just got to be ready to call a timeout, don't you all? I'm watching the clock. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Timeout is called with just a single second left.
$35-yard field goal.
So now
I tried to get us back in the middle of the field with that run.
This will be for the win.
They're going to ice the kicker, of course they are.
With just a single second left.
Watch. Now it's going to be so much tougher. Well, never mind, because we're home.
It'll all be decided right here.
Well, the whole controller's vibrating, though. on U of K! We did it! We did it! Storm Livings game ball. Ajayi game ball. Do you want to win or do you want to lose? Again, I'm going to say it again. College Football 25 is the most stressful video game you ever play when you play Heisman, even All-American, any of it. Just, especially on Heisman. Most stressful game ever. We did it.
Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played late.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Let's go! Wow, my heart rate was up there, everybody. I'm sure your all's was too. Alabama is so tough. They put on a clinic today. It did not look like we had very much home field advantage. They were not rattled at all. Interception won us the game, Storm Livings. We have to give the game ball, of course, to Trayvon Drayton. I think he's definitely going to still be on the Heisman list. Brian Robinson made some big tackles, but I don't think he had a sack, so don't know if he's going to stay on there. But wow. Ajayi comes in. Now, we have a quarterback decision to make, right? Do you bench a national championship caliber quarterback? Led this team to a championship? What would you all do? Ajayi looked good, didn't he? I mean, he looked really good. It's as simple as that. He looked composed. He looked good in the pocket. He was also very fast with his acceleration, his change of direction. I don't know. He definitely has lower throw power. We see that in the stats, but for whatever reason, he just seems better. I don't know. I don't think he is better, right? Stephen Bullock is the better quarterback, and maybe he just had an off game. I don't know, but it's, hey, you gotta teach players lessons sometimes. You gotta coach, right? You gotta coach, and Stephen Bullock, sit down a little bit. He'll have a long week of practice with Jerry, our quarterback coach, and Jerry's going to spend a lot of time trying to decide who's going to start next week. You all can make your input as well. I would like to hear you all's input 100% on this, because I truly don't know. I really don't. I have no clue what to do because our running game is so good. We need a quarterback who doesn't throw it to the other team, and Ajayi, his accuracy was so much better than Drayton that game. It shouldn't be when you look at him on paper, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's awareness. Maybe that's the awareness stat playing a factor. But 31-28, you all get so nervous when you see me kicking a field goal. You should. If you don't, you should. I've come a long way, but... Oh. Offense 387, they had 369. They're the first team to run for over like 80 yards on us, so 92 rushing yards. We had 163 rushing, 3 touchdowns. Ajayi had a big-time rush, though, if you remember as well. Just a big-time game. We forced turnovers. Our defense is so good this year. Night and day coverage compared to last year. Rhodes had the interception. That was a lot due to Matthew Horn's pressure on the quarterback, hitting the quarterback as he threw it. Rhodes caught it. And Godfrey almost had a pick before Storm Livings did. Storm Livings come in. Everybody thought he was a bust. Every single person. This 5-star is not going to make it. Kentucky took a chance on Storm Livings. That's 2 interceptions this year, I believe. That was a game-winning interception. Read that beautifully and just had a feeling when I cut there. So keep in mind, when I cut left, I was anticipating the quarterback would realize that I was a little bit delayed, just like I did with Godfrey a little bit ago, except Godfrey, I moved intentionally the opposite direction. That one I was running, waited to cut at the perfect time to hope the quarterback thought it was open. So I baited him into it, got a great pick, but it's possible that if we miss that pick, that's like a 20-yard gain in field goal range. It's a risky play, right? I trusted myself, I trusted Storm Livings, and we won the game. Just a fantastic game. Alabama, 17 time of possession versus our 14. They played great. That Alabama team is always just so good. Look, yeah, I think this might answer it, right? Look, Steven, 9 for 17, 158 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception, a rating of 119. Our backup, 5 for 5, 276 yards, 276 rating, 66 yards, and a touchdown pass. No incompletions. I just don't understand. Is it the natural? No, that's in rain. On paper, he should not be better. He's a little bit bigger, but I don't know. And look at Trayvon Drayton, everybody. Say hello to your Heisman winner. That's right. He's going to win it. If we can limit him to 20 carries a day and over 100 yards, he's going to win it. 2 touchdowns. That's massive. Jermaine Stack barely got anything that game, and we finally had a good game throwing. And we do have to say Stephen Bullock completed some good throws. Don't get me wrong. But he missed some big ones. Some big ones for a touchdown. Some big ones for first downs. It was not his day. Now, Sanders played great. Sands, Honeycutt had that huge touchdown with the Jai going forward. Dan Honeycutt, great route across the middle. This is generational talent right here. And Guerrero got 2 catches. You know, next year, I think Guerrero's going to have a big-time year. I really do. It's just we have so much talent at the wide receiver position. We can't play them all, right? I mean, we can't. And Guerrero is like our 4th string or something. Maybe 3rd string, but so much talent. Wait, did that say our blocking leader was Chris Stacy with 8 pancake blocks? Could you imagine? Like, this kid is amazing. A freshman. He was an athletic, I believe, agile offensive lineman. We changed him to a tight end blocking. Because look, he's got pocket shield, he's got second level, and that's 8 pancake blocks. He's been struggling recently, though. I mean, we have to point that out. He didn't struggle there. Yeah, he looked pretty good. I don't think we had a sack, did we? Their offensive line is unreal. Unreal. What are you supposed to do? 2 tackles for loss, or 4 tackles for loss for Robinson? 2 to save a touchdown as well, if you remember. Then they ended up throwing it to the tight end on a quick owl. But he played good. Is it enough for a Heisman? I don't know. But Livings and Rhodes had a big game. Livings had no tackles, but an interception to basically win. I'm so proud of this team. I am so proud. This team is so good. That was stressful, but what a game. This team, we can withstand the stress. We can get the job done and win when it's all said and done. With 4th quarter, we are a 4th quarter team. 3rd quarter, I feel like we do have to improve upon a little bit. I feel like that's been our problem this year, but we're playing great football. We're closing out games, and our defense is winning games for us because we're turning over the football. Well, we're forcing turnovers, right? Like, we are so good as a defense of forcing turnovers. And I got to see how many interceptions I've had with Storm Livings combined with Godfrey, right? It's got to be a lot. And then we'll go into recruiting, but I got to actually see this because I feel like it's quite a few. I don't know. I could be wrong. But I feel like, yeah, that's 4 as Godfrey. Well, wrong way. 4 interceptions as Godfrey, 2 as Storm Livings. I've had 6 interceptions. That's me controlling the player the entire time this year. Now, a lot of these other interceptions, I turned to them at the right time. But look at Dooley, Terrion Nichols, who has that platinum interception ability, house call. We've all got house call besides Godfrey and Storm Livings. But, like, our team is so good. We force turnovers. That is what we do as a team. It's what they work on all week at practice. We know what we're doing out there. We know how to force the turnovers. But it's time to do a little bit of recruiting. It won't be very exciting from here on out because our recruiting class is done. We've recruited everybody we needed to at the end of the last episode. 4 stars that still needed a place to go or have not decided or are not in their top 5. So we don't have anybody else to add to the list. But as you can see, we've got incredible talent. As you all have seen this entire year, I've talked about this recruiting class every single week. They are unreal. Like, the talent we have across the board, it's just out of this world. This team and this recruiting class, when this team is seniors right here, the team that's about to come in here, combined with the developing young talent we have right now, or with their juniors. Yeah, juniors. Combined with our freshman class right now, we may lose a lot to the NFL draft, but they're going to dominate. And Sion Aloa is going to be our starting running back one day. I mean, he's a power back, 93 speed, head first ability, downhill, arm bar. I guess that's stiff arm. So it's going to be good. And we just have so much talent. I think the biggest pickup in this draft is not only the 99 speed cornerback right here. I think the biggest pickup actually in this entire recruiting class, you all can let me know what you think, but I think it's Lee Brock, because the quick jump ability, when you put a right outside linebacker at left end, which is what we're going to do with Lee Brock, because we run a 4-3 instead of a 3-4, he's going to dominate. Nobody will be able to block him as a freshman. Like, I'm probably going to start him right away, regardless of what his overall is. He's the replacement for Brian Robinson. That quick jump perk is absolutely insane. He's got 91 acceleration, keep in mind, 82 speed and quick jump, within 70 awareness as a freshman. I know he's not a gem, so we could get unlucky with this development, but that quick jump trait is unreal. So, yeah, he is going to be a difference maker on the end. Now, all we have left is Max McCourty here, who a 96 speed free safety. We got lucky recruiting him late, and we are hard selling him, and we're winning against Washington right now. I don't think we need to do anything else. I don't think we need a visit or anything like that. We're maxing out hours, and Washington doesn't have a visit scheduled. And then Dennis Robinson, a 4-star gem right guard pass protector. And we're going up against Oklahoma State and Clemson, and we are leading the way right now. And we can hard sell. It's not the best hard sell, but it's pretty good. Now, our pro potential is going to jump a massive amount because we're about to lose a lot. Well, at least I think we will. I could be wrong. Yeah, our pro potential was low last year. We had every player stay, which is great to have the team that we have today. We had a lot of young talent, but the unfortunate part of that is the fact that it really hurt our pro potential to not be a A+ or A around there. B is not great. It's better than, obviously better than, it could be a lot worse, right? So we're slowly improving the grades that we can. We can't change academic prestige or campus lifestyle, I don't think. But all the rest we can change. And we have A-, A+, A+, B, B+, B+, A, and A-. We can change stadium atmospheres. Yeah, the only two you can't change are academic prestige and campus lifestyle. So, nothing we can do about that. Only I guess the university can worry about that. You know, I wonder if there's a way they can make it, like add a feature in the new game to where, I don't know, I don't know how you would do it, but how you can somehow improve the school's academics or something. I don't know. I don't think there's a way you could probably make that work, right? Yeah, I don't know how you could change that, but I don't think there's anything you can do to change that. But campus lifestyle, maybe you host like a big get-together for all the students, right? It's campus lifestyle is probably more than that, right? I don't think a get-together between students is really going to have a major impact on the campus lifestyle. Imagine trying to lead that. So how's campus lifestyle? Well, we have get-togethers every now and then. Yeah, a lot of students go there. It's a lot of fun. Imagine telling that to a high school recruit. It's like, oh, okay. That sounds great. I'm definitely going to Kentucky. They've got those get-togethers, you know? They would tell their friends, like, Kentucky literally said they have get-togethers. What's a get-together? Like, that's not what people say anymore. Get-together? What they do? It's probably not what it's called anymore, right? You know, like a party. Oh, a get-together is a party. Okay, yeah, we have no hours to spend. We'll look at the recruiting portal obviously later. We have no more recruiting to do, which is great. We've got our class. We don't need anybody else, and this is fun, right? This is fun. I have a blast with this one. Thank you all for being a part of it, but it's time for the weekly advance. This is so fun. Like, it's so awesome to be that this game is back. 10 years. 10 years of college football games being gone. It's back, and this game is incredible. And just to think of what this game is going to continue to get even better and better and better. There's so much more they can do to this game, and I feel like they're going to, and I am so excited. And we play Arkansas. Now, don't sleep on Arkansas. 87, 85, 89. They've gotten a lot better, and they're going to be a problem. It's in Lexington, thankfully. If that was in Arkansas, I'd be terrified. We have to do exactly what we did against Alabama with the Jai in. Smart plays. I don't know. I'm interested to see what your all's thoughts are at quarterback. Would you play Stephen Bullock? I understand Stephen Bullock led us to an 8-0 year. But in that game, would you all agree that our offense was better with Ajayi versus Stephen Bullock? And you all can be honest with me and point out, Ryan, you were playing bad as Stephen, and you were focusing more as Ajayi. I mean, maybe that's it. Maybe I was not focused with Bullock and better play calls with Ajayi. I don't think that's the case, but maybe it is. I mean, you all can see a lot of that better than I can. I think that Ajayi just was accurate. More accurate was his game. Maybe he was just having an on game. Maybe Stephen Bullock needs that from a learning experience, right? So Arkansas is not going to be easy. They're not just gonna let us win at Lexington. They're gonna want to upset us. They're 5-4. They're 2-3 in the conference. We're 9-0, 6-0 in the conference. And the crazy thing is, you all realize if we lose this game, or any of the SEC matchups left. 3 games left this year, right? Week 11, Week 12, Week 13. We already know we play Louisville last week, right? The Governor's Cup. We have 2 SEC matchups left. If we lose one of them, we are out of the conference championship. And let's see who we have. But it's true. I mean, it's true. Look at this year. Our team has played such good football. Wow, I remember that game against South Carolina. That was a good one. And then LSU, that was a really good one. Mississippi State, that was shocking. I feel like we should have crushed them. Texas A&M, we crushed them. Mizzou, that game was a lot closer than the score showed, right? That was a lot closer. We don't talk about the third quarter, right? I think that's that game. And then what a close battle against Alabama. So we play Arkansas, and then we go to Oklahoma, of course. I knew it would be an away game to finish. That Oklahoma team is not bad. And then the Governor's Cup, right? Love that. Now we got to win out. To make the championship, we got to win out. We are in control of our own destiny. And I know you all are thinking, well, Ryan, you said that last year. Well, it's still the same. Last year we had a shot, and LSU just absolutely embarrassed us late in the season last year. In LSU, they embarrassed us. It's as simple as that. So we're in control of our own destiny in the SEC. We win out, we're in the championship. If we lose one, we're out. Welcome to the Southeastern Conference. It's just the way it is. You can't lose a conference game, and you're playing against some of the best teams in college football. Wow. But yeah, we can still win the conference. It's going to be tough. We got to play focused football. We can't overlook anybody. Let's win out. Thank you all for watching this to the end. A tough game. We got the job done. If you got some enjoyment, be sure to drop a like before you go. It really helps the channel, keeps these series going. Subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next one. As always, have a fantastic day, everybody.